I'm so excited you're here today. Today, we're going to keep talking about having an attitude of gratitude because it's November. And in November is when we celebrate the yummy holiday of Thanksgiving. Now, is Thanksgiving just about the yummy food we eat? No, Thanksgiving is about being grateful for all the good things we have, and we thank God for our family and our friends and for yummy food to eat. Today, we're going to eat my most favorite part of Thanksgiving. We're going to eat pumpkin pie. Hey, Ethan, do you want some pumpkin pie?
I like pie.
Oh, I have everything here for pumpkin pie. So, would you like to start with the stuff that I make the crust out of? So we need flour and butter. Okay, so eat this first.
What?
Well, I haven't made the pie yet, but I have all the stuff here to have pie, so I'll just give it to you in the right order, so it'll be like crust and then pumpkin. Oh, you know what? Sometimes I put some cinnamon in the crust, so hold on, that'll make it a little better.
No.
What? You won't eat it?
Everything's gross by itself. You have to make the pie. You have to bake it.
Oh, I've never made a pumpkin pie before.
Well, you can try.
You don't? I can? You think I can do it?
Yeah.
Oh, maybe I'll try to make a pie. Because you don't think it would be yummy to eat it like this?
No.
Oh. Okay, I will try to make a pie.
Good job.
That's an obstacle. You helped me overcome an obstacle.
I did.
I am very grateful. Thank you, EJ.
You're welcome.
Now that was pretty silly of me to try and feed pumpkin pie to Ethan that wasn't a pie yet. He was not very grateful. And I don't think he needed to be because that was kind of silly for me to do, right? But we have so many things that we can be grateful for, including pumpkin pie that's not pumpkin pie yet. Because I'm going to work hard to overcome the hard stuff of making a pumpkin pie like I've never done before. And then we'll have yummy pie to eat. Today, I'm going to tell you a story from the Bible, the Bible. Today's story is another story about David. So we've already learned about how David defeated Goliath and how David was anointed to be the next king after King Saul. Well, there was a little bit of problem about that. King Saul was very jealous that David had been anointed to be king. So let's read a story. It is from 1 Samuel chapter 24, way up in the beginning of our Bible. King Saul was jealous of David. One day he heard where David was hiding, so he took 3,000 soldiers and went to catch him. When David heard the king and his army were coming, he and his soldiers hid in a cave where they would be safe. But King Saul was very tired and went into the same cave to rest, while his soldiers stood guard outside. David kept very quiet. When King Saul was fast asleep, David's men whispered, "Here is your chance. Kill your enemy before he hurts you." But David didn't want to hurt the king. He just wanted King Saul to stop chasing him. So he took out his knife and cut a piece of material from the king's clothes. When the king left the cave, David shouted, "King Saul, I could have killed you while you were sleeping, but I only cut your coat. See how close I was?" And he held up the piece of cloth for King Saul to see. King Saul knew that David had saved his life and promised not to chase him anymore. David had honored God's chosen king. King Saul was very jealous and he was trying to hurt David, but David was very forgiving and he trusted God to protect him. Even though David had to overcome a big obstacle. Do you know what an obstacle is? An obstacle is something that gets in your way. It's something you have to work through because it's tough. And David's obstacle was that King Saul was chasing him and trying to kill him. So David would cry out to God and write down his frustrations and pray to God for God to make them go away. But do you know what? David also had an attitude of gratitude. If I turn to Psalm 107, it says, "Give thanks to the Lord, for he is good. His faithful love continues forever." Does that sound familiar? That's our memory verse. David wrote our memory verse. So even when he was frustrated and sad because he was being chased by King Saul, he still had an attitude of gratitude and gave thanks to God. Let's practice our memory verse. Are you ready? Do you remember the sign for thanks? Yes, this is the sign for thanks or thank you. So you ready? It says, "Give thanks to the Lord because he is good. His faithful love continues forever." All right, let's do it again. Ready? Give thanks to the Lord because he is good. His faithful love continues forever. Yes, great job, friends. So, it's very important to have an attitude of gratitude no matter what. We shouldn't just give thanks to God on Thanksgiving Day. We should give thanks to God every day. So make sure you have an attitude of gratitude and thank God for all the good things in your life every day. All right, it's time to get up and groove and have fun singing and dancing and praising God and thanking God with this thank you song. Have a great day, friends. Bye-bye.
Get a thankful attitude. My heart gets filled with gratitude. And Lord, I thank you. I thank you, Lord. Lord, I thank you. I thank you, Lord. Lord, I thank you. Every time I think of you, I get a thankful attitude. My heart gets filled with gratitude. And Lord, I thank you. Lord, you've been so good to me.
Lord, I thank you.
You are my help, you meet my need.
Lord, I thank you.
You were my strength when I was weak.
Lord, I thank you.
Your love and mercy rescued me.
Lord, I thank you.
I thank you, Lord. Lord, I thank you. I thank you, Lord. Lord, I thank you. Every time I think of you, I get a thankful attitude. My heart gets filled with gratitude. And Lord, I thank you. Lord, you are my resting place.
Lord, I thank you.
You saved me by your matchless grace.
Lord, I thank you.
Your word is life, your word is true.
Lord, I thank you.
And I will always follow you.
Lord, I thank you.
I thank you, Lord. Lord, I thank you. I thank you, Lord. Lord, I thank you. Every time I think of you, I get a thankful attitude. My heart gets filled with gratitude. And Lord, I thank you. Every time I think of you, I get a thankful attitude. My heart gets filled with gratitude. And Lord, I thank you.